the Tamil diaspora and their friends, and we can fight back. We can. We must be determined to write letters, send faxes, call on congressmen, go to rallies. You know, there's an ongoing daily rally at the White House that is manned by Tamil people from different states. Okay? A clap for these wonderful people who are going out. Think about the energy that it takes to put on a rally 55 days in a row. It's the 55th day of the rally in front of the White House. You know, we must be determined to never let the world forget the Tamils of Sri Lanka in their pain as they die one by one until there will be no more Tamils left in a one and ethnic race of Sinhala state. Financial aid must go directly to the people in the camps, not to the government. We must fight against the international monetary loan to the government of Sri Lanka. We must sign petitions that will demand the displaced Tamil refugees, Tamil hostages, to go home to their homes. We must not allow the government to do what they did in Jaffna. For the last 19 years, since June of 1990, over 62,000 people of over 12,000 families continue to languish in 77 refugee camps in Jaffna. That's not acceptable. Do you trust this government? No. Okay. I think you're sleeping. Do you trust this government? No. Thank you. We must be determined to look for any opportunity every day because, you know, if not for fate, any one of us could be there in their places, including me. Let us not be naive. Get away with genocide. The world powers will let them get away with genocide. It is our determination and hard work from every one of you that can make a difference. Every one of you, please join together. Let every Tamil be collective in the diaspora. You can make a difference. Join together to tell the world, your local papers, your congressmen, your internet address book. Sign up for Pearl. Again, in that little room across the hall, Pearl is there. We'll have a table, I'll explain in a minute. And ask to do their advocacy work. There is a genocide happening. There is ethnic cleansing happening. There is evil happening. Join together to say to the government of Sri Lanka, no way, no more, no silence. Today, all of us can say to the Tamils in Sri Lanka, we are your voice. To the invisible Tamils of Jaffna, Colombo, Babunia, and the concentration camps, we are your visibility. Let us tell you now and forever, we will never stop fighting for you. To the international community that has deaf ears, we won't stop shouting. To India, China, Pakistan, Japan, and the US, we are your conscience. Shame on you for looking the other way again and again. Do I sound angry? I'm angry. To Ban Ki-moon, who's the Secretary General of the United Nations, you refused to intervene before the bloodbath, the massacre for over 25,000 Tamil civilians. You even sent a known collaborator with the government of Sri Lanka, Nambiar, as your special envoy to negotiate with the government. We say to you, resign and be tried as a war criminal for colluding with the government of Sri Lanka in the genocide of the Tamil people of Sri Lanka. You are unfit to be the Secretary General. President Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Congress, we will present the facts over and over and over again until you hear us. And specifically to President Obama, shame on you. Your silence is deafening. To the Nazi government of Sri Lanka, know this: we will never be silent. We have the power to change the present anguish and despair in Sri Lanka, and we will not be defeated. One of our chants, when we chant at the rallies, it highlights the economic boycott that we could do if we work together. And this chant that we say is, Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka, down on your knees. You know, it's true. Sri Lanka would fall down on their knees just like South Africa. The power is in our determination of Tamils and their friends worldwide to bring their economy down to their knees, and we can do it. I know we can. Visualize the dream and it will come true. Boycott Sri Lankan goods. Think about it. How many of you buy them? Boycott Sri Lankan goods. It says here, every Sri Lankan product you buy kills a Tamil. America, don't buy anything made in Sri Lanka. Don't help Tamil genocide. And of course, travel, boycott Sri Lanka Airlines. Be persistent. I'm just sharing this with you. Be as persistent as I am. Develop relationships. You know, I called Professor Elie Wiesel. Elie Wiesel is a Nobel Peace Prize recipient, and he fights against persecution all over the world. He's a concentration camp survivor, and he won the Nobel Peace Prize. I persistently sent him documents about the genocide of the Tamil people.